See the record of Daniel Gracie, 5-3-1, but all of those fights higher than middleweight, 205, heavyweight. His first fight at 185.
Round number one. This fight is under the unified rules of MMA, so elbows to the head are allowed. Dwayne Bastress is in the white and black trunks. Daniel Gracie is in the black trunks. Keith Peterson is the referee. Dwayne Bastress, a two-time NCAA Division III national champion in wrestling at York College of Pennsylvania. And a big slam, almost a full-on body slam there from Bastress.
Great job, great penetration, great elevation. You see how quickly Daniel Gracie scrambles once you take him down.
Gracie, a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Family of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, is the first cousin of the great Renzo Gracie. Daniel Gracie making his MMA debut, as you said, Jimmy, at middleweight. In March, he lost a very close split decision in the quarterfinal round of Bellator's light heavyweight tournament versus Tim Carpenter. Said that he was just tired of being smaller and not as strong as light heavyweights. His decision at age 39 now to drop down to middleweight. Gracie was actually a heavyweight when he fought in Pride.
See Daniel trying to get a takedown of his own, but good balance by Bastress.
When he entered Bellator Season 4 light heavyweight tournament, Gracie's walk-around weight was 230 pounds. Now he walks at about 215 pounds. Dwayne Bastress enters at 3-1. All 5 of his pro MMA fights at this middleweight division. Bastress told me that he thought that Gracie would just have trouble if this fight got into deep waters with the severe weight cut in his debut at 185.
Now, you never know how that's going to affect someone. A lot of people think, hey, I'll cut down. I'll just be bigger and stronger than my opponents. They don't understand what it takes out of you.
Bastress said that it's an honor to fight Daniel Gracie, a member of the great Gracie family. But at the end of the day, he said he's just another opponent, and I'm not afraid to go to the ground with him.
And you have to look past the name and just see it as another body in your way. Right now, Bastress doing the right thing, putting weight on him. Good elbow over the top.
Gracie said that he has been working extensively on his striking, but he felt that ultimately the victory would come from his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. But in modern MMA, of course, you just can't jump guard. It's not 1995 anymore. You have to work with strikes to get someone down to implement your subs game.
Yeah, especially with someone with the kind of balance that Dwayne Bastress has with his wrestling background. Very hard to take a guy like that down.
Bastress with the knee to the thigh. The two fighters about 4 feet away from our commentary position. Bastress, we can hear him really grunting on those knee strikes.
It's a good strategy. Keep it on the feet, try and wear Gracie down.
Bastress again, knees to the thighs. Those are big knees to the thighs. Gracie trying to fire back with the right to the body. Big shot to the body there by Bastress, and another one. It's almost an uppercut to the belly there, Jimmy.
Working the legs, working the body. Those are shots of attrition that he thinks will wear Gracie down. And we talked about that weight cut taking a lot out of him. He's trying to wear Gracie down. Keep it on the feet and chop him down.
Gracie said that he knew that Bastress was strong. He just felt at 185 he would be the stronger fighter.
Grab the cage. Pull the cage.
Bastress still throwing this time with the left. Counter knee there by Gracie to the stomach. Gracie missed with that knee. Gracie looking for the outside trip. Bastress too quick and then pounces right back in. Short lefts there to the face by Bastress. With the knee to the thigh.
What he's doing is he's leaning on Gracie, trying to put his weight on him, take the energy out of Daniel Gracie.
Gracie trying to fire back, but his back is against the Bellator cage fence. Bastress applying a lot of pressure.
He doesn't have the distance to land big shots, but he can definitely land shots like that. Short little body shots, short little knees, chipping away at Daniel Gracie.
Bastress there warned by referee Keith Peterson for grabbing the fence. You cannot interlink with your fingers the individual links of the fence.
We're seeing where Bastress wants this fight. He wants it up against the fence.
Bastress, big right hand at the bell.
Listen to me.
Let's take you into the corner of Daniel Gracie.
Protegendo a joelhada dele, com aquela perna aqui, ó. Entendeu? Bloqueando a joelhada dele. Ó. Tá bem.
Jimmy, as many fights as we've done, you would think we could speak some Portuguese by now, but outside of Obrigado, I think we're a bit bereft of ideas.
The profanity I'm really good with.
Listen for it, then. Let's listen for it. If they say Obrigado, we're set.
Tá bem. Ele sentiu o peso da tua mão. Então ele quer ficar só na grade.
Into the corner of Dwayne
When you
Bastress.
could have left your hands go. A couple times when you can leave your hands go, you let it go. Throw a couple, tie it back up. Keep him posted into the cage.
You see here the double leg, great penetration, beautiful lift on that. Daniel Gracie scrambling as soon as he hit the ground, but man, what a takedown there. Dropping him with everything he had.
Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Stay there.
Heading into round 2 of this Bellator feature fight at 185 pounds. Dwayne Bastress versus Daniel Gracie. 3 judges scoring cage side from the state of New Jersey. And Jimmy, as always, you have the unofficial scorecard.
Gotta go 10-9, Dwayne Bastress. He was the aggressor. He had position against the fence and got that beautiful takedown.
Another big slam from Bastress. Slipped the kick and another big slam. Side control now for Bastress.
And this kid's got beautiful, explosive takedown. Now looking to take the back.
Hammer fist. The conventional right hands back to the hammer fist. Another big right hand targeting the ears. Gracie trying to roll.
Looks like he could be in position for a knee bar. Stepping over for the knee bar. He's going to try and straighten that leg out.
Gracie fishing for the knee bar submission. Gracie holding a very tight half guard, looking for the knee bar. Bastress with the right hand.
Problem is it's very difficult to protect yourself while going for a knee bar. Beautiful job by Gracie.
Bastress said he was not intimidated to go to the ground versus Daniel Gracie. He does not look intimidated as he bombs those elbows.
And here's why. It's those strikes, those short forearms, so deadly to this position.
Gracie is cut in the forehead courtesy of those Bastress elbow strikes.
That's what elbows, forearm strikes are so good at, opening up cuts.
Gracie still holding a tight half guard. Bastress trying to raise up and then rain down with shots. Short hammer fist with the right hand by Bastress.
See, Bastress not trying to do too much here, not trying to pass, not trying to get into a scramble. He's trying to keep his hips heavy and land strikes.
More big forearms and elbows there from Dwayne Bastress. Gracie trying to shrimp, holding half guard. Big right hands as Gracie tries to sit up and through.
And he knows the more aggressive he is, the harder it is for Daniel Gracie to use his jiu-jitsu. If he can just sit his hips out, the more hands he throws, the harder it is for Daniel Gracie to get his jiu-jitsu game going.
Gracie so tight on that half guard, but Bastress undaunted, continuing to throw. Just like that with the right hand. Look, Jimmy, how Bastress is continually forcing Gracie's head down.
Gotta keep your man flat. He doesn't want Gracie sitting up like this and getting underneath his hips to get a sweep.
See Daniel Gracie trying to sit up. Bastress just powers him back down.
And finally in full guard.
That is a nasty cut on the forehead of Daniel Gracie as he tries to throw from his back.
His face is a red mask at the moment.
Bastress standing up, another big elbow. Jimmy, I'm looking right at that cut. It's probably 6 feet away from where we're calling this fight. That is nasty.
It's a bad one.
Big right hand from Bastress.
It's going to start obscuring the vision. Gracie has to get something done very soon.
Gracie almost in a counter can opener position there.
Another good left. That's a bad cut, Sean.
Gracie trying to work from his back. And Bastress holding top position. He said if this fight went to the ground, he had to be on top, and he has been on top.
And I gotta say, so far, I am really impressed with Dwayne Bastress. Another good left hand.
Daniel Gracie, Pride veteran at 39 years old, making his 185-pound MMA debut tonight. finding things tough going thus far. Dwayne Bastress executing his game plan thus far.
Well, right now he has Gracie pinned up against that fence. So hard to use his jiu-jitsu, controlling his legs. Now he's in position, looking for an omoplata. But Bastress able to step over. He's just had great positioning with his hips. He's been so heavy. Daniel Gracie hasn't had a chance to get his jiu-jitsu game going.
Daniel Gracie says that he trains in a gi every day of his life. Bastress says that he has trained in a gi exactly twice in his life. Bastress had the knee on the back of Gracie's head there. He has been so sticky, so tight.
And he's been moving at the right times. He's never in the same place for long enough for Daniel Gracie to get his bearings, just like that.
Look at that turn, has one hook in.
Oh,
big right hands, jackhammer right. And Bastress allows Daniel Gracie to stand.
And he was doing great. Oh, great high kick.
Then the push kick.
He is very confident right now at the close of this round, Sean.
Gracie trying to fire back.
Oh, he hurt it.
Let's go. 5 more minutes and you got this fight. 5 more minutes. Listen, you gotta be smart on the ground, Dwayne. Every time he's looking for your legs, okay? Your legs, okay? You gotta keep him down.
You see here, another beautiful takedown, ducked under the kick, double leg, beautiful lift right into side control. And then his ground and pound, so impressive. This is what opened up the cut. The short elbows, short forearms, right across the forehead. But at the end of the round, Daniel Pound, so impressive. This is what opened up the cut. The short elbows, short forearms, right across the forehead. But at the end of the round, Daniel Gracie, aggressive on the feet, and landed this right hand on the eye, and bang, another good right hand on the head. I think he hurt him at the end of that round.
Stay there.
Here comes our third and final round of what thus far has been a really entertaining Bellator feature fight in the middleweight division. Dwayne Bastress versus Daniel Gracie. You see Daniel Gracie having his cut on the forehead just above the left eyebrow, checked by our ringside physician here in Atlantic City, New Jersey. You know that Gracie wants to continue.
Doctor has stopped it.
They have stopped this fight. A look of disbelief on the face of Daniel Gracie, and here comes the boos.
Well, the thing is they had the bleeding pretty much stopped. You see the Vaseline on the head. He is furious.
Dwayne Bastress looks far from delighted himself.
No, and what sucks is he had a great first couple rounds, was dominating. Gracie started coming back at the end of that second round. It's a very disappointing finish all the way around.
Jimmy, to this point, how did you have this fight scored?
I had it 2-0 for Dwayne Bastress. At the end of that second round was the first time Gracie had a good shot. Looks like he had Bastress hurt, so he's disappointed now.
3 médios falou que não.
You're great. Everything we said you did.
Daniel Gracie in sixth. A great 10 minutes of fighting
Vai tendo oportunidade.
and a very anticlimactic ending. Gracie just living, and Bastress, no real elation on his face. He felt that he was winning, and he wanted to win this without a ringside physician stoppage. But that's what we got here at Caesars in Atlantic City, New Jersey. So between rounds 2 and 3, the ringside physician checking Daniel Gracie. Gracie, disbelief. He walked away from the ringside physician, thought that this fight was going to continue, then glanced back over his shoulder to learn that the fight had been